Hey, hi there. Thanks for tuning in. You're watching the DMV Dasher Trader. And today was Fed Day, right? Wednesday, May 3rd, 2023. And I'm a dasher. That's how I do deliveries for DoorDash over here in the DMV region. That's DC, Maryland, and Virginia. And I also try to trade the markets. I like to dash for a particular reason. You actually get to see the effect of the economy in the streets, right? Because everything you're hearing is a lie. And today was Fed Day, and the Dow closed, I think, a little over 250 points. So the Dow dropped more than 250 points today. And yeah, the Fed has openly lost the fight against inflation. So I guarantee you it's here to stay, people. It's here to stay. Inflation. Or like Peter Schiff says that if you wanted to talk about money to anybody right now who they understand it, the one word he would want them to learn would be inflation. Yep. So why do I say that Fed has openly lost the fight against inflation? I mean, it's clear, right? They told us that they were trying to increase interest rates because the goal was to get inflation under control, and the goal was to take it back to the 2% per year inflation rate. And now they're, according to the minutes of the meeting, and what they're saying is, hey, we just raised it by, a quarter of a percentage point, and we think we are going to pull back. Okay, so I think anyone who's rational can take stock of what has happened. You had an objective when you're raising, the federal funds rate, and the objective was you will get inflation back to 2%. So on what grounds are you trying to stop it right now? But this is it. They have crushed the consumer. Banks are failing like mosquitoes, literally falling down and dying. And they don't want to call it the banks are crashing and going bankrupt. They're trying to say, oh, JP Morgan took this over. Oh, this one just went here. Oh, the government is going to make sure we can guarantee funds of the depositors. And come on now, all that is a lie. I don't know anyone who banks with any of these banks, but if you're listening and you have an account, I would like to know if indeed you're getting your money back. Because I don't trust anything I hear in the media. Because these people are all liars. They're all liars. I can go on and on their many lies, but if you're watching this, I'm sure you've experienced these lies yourself as an adult. So yeah, I think it was over the weekend that we heard that JP Morgan, had taken over, what bank was that, right? Remind me in the comments. I can't recall it right now. But and big old Jamie Dimon said, "Oh, you know what? This part of the crisis is over." Well, credit to him. He said this part of the crisis. So I believe he was choosing his words perfectly. He probably understood, or he probably understands. He should. I mean, he's at the top of. He leads the largest bank in the U.S., so he definitely understands that there are different parts to this crisis. So he has said his words in a way that you cannot say he lied. So that part of the crisis was over when they took over the other bank. But here we are. Prices still going through the roof. I think I should even show gas prices around this DMV region, man. I should do that one of these days, yeah. And so we are here dealing with their bad policies, dealing with their inflation, and yet being told that everything is okay. I mean, you can imagine the amount of buying that had to go on today for the Dow to only drop by just about 250 points. Because usually when things like this happen, you actually expect that the market should have really tanked. But they keep pulling the strings, you know. They just keep, I don't know what they're doing. No one can really say for a fact what they're doing. Well, it's clear, right? They're issuing debt from one door. I'm buying it from the other door. Oh my gosh. It's a real crazy reality right now. Alrighty. I'm here at Taco Bell to pick up, and I just thought to finish up with this video. Thanks for hanging with me this much. You know, they say the report, I'm gonna add a link. CNBC reported today from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the job openings fell more than expected. And I wonder why do they keep expecting other things? When you're a dasher out in the streets here, you can see that how do I put it? Like, you know what, maybe you come with me and let's go see the Taco Bell lunchtime. So when I tell you that business is not moving, you can realize that I'm not making this thing up. Business is really not moving. And these people continue with all the lies. Can you still hear me? Let's walk into Taco Bell. Or just, you know, people don't like getting filmed. So I'll just let you see how empty it is. I've not been here today already, right? I've not already come in here today, but I know for a fact that it's empty. There you see, it's empty. It's empty. That's just how empty it is right now. And this is how it is every day when you come and pick up in these places. Because people are not coming anymore. The economy is slowing down. And I could show you, I'm going to show you the drive-thru on my way out. So you realize that they're not over there at the drive-thru either. Let me just pick up this thing. Friend is the drive-thru and there's nothing over there, right? It's empty. And you can see this is, it's lunchtime, right? See, there's no one. There's no one anywhere. Everything is done. And so when I hear these people try to tell you every day that the economy is bubbling, I'm like, they're lying to you. They're lying to us. Because I see the streets and I know what it used to be like before now. And if you think that they're ordering online orders, that's it. All the online orders, that's mine over here. I don't know who's, obviously that's waiting for another dasher. But you get what I mean? No one is ordering anymore. Business is really, really out. Alrighty. I picked up the order. And now we are leaving to make the delivery. And I think we'll wrap up this video with the last story of today. And that has to do with Pacific Western Bank. I think at this point I should put a screenshot of the breaking news from CNBC that its shares slid by, I think, more than 20% today. And so I guess that's preparation for the next bank you're about to hear bite the dust. Remember sometime in March that it was revealed that you have at least 200 banks that are about to fail? Do you remember something like? I think I should put that in the description. Put it up here too. So yeah, you have something like that going on over here. So clearly we are in very interesting times, and the more they try to tell us everything is okay, oh no, calm down, the more you need to realize it's time to find a new hustle, to know that I think the economy, the whole contracting thing, is just one of these new terms that throw around because they're trying to hide something. Lots of things are pointing that we are about to have something beyond what we've ever seen in our lifetimes, probably even our parents' lifetimes. And if you think about what happened the last time some of these indicators flashed up, that was about the Depression. The only way the United States made it out, if you're a student of history, was because there was a war. There was a war that decimated half of Europe, half of the world. And the United States could rise above all and behave. So probably that's why they're trying to do everything to get World War III, because, I mean, they must know that things are terrible. So I'm here at my delivery spot, and thank you guys for riding with me today. So billionaire Jeffrey Gundlach has come out to say something quite telling. I mean, anyone with a brain would have seen that already, but I guess it carries more weight because, it's Jeffrey Gundlach. I mean, I'll link the article down in the bottom. But he said, I think it was on CNBC, that the banking crisis will not end unless the Fed cuts rates. I mean, he said they have to cut the rates. Not that they have to pause from hiking. They have to cut the rates. And it makes sense. They created this easy money policy for how many years, and these people are all addicted. When you look at their books, they have trillions of dollars in unrealized losses. So of course, like the report that once, I think sometime in March, I think I did a video on that said that about 200 banks are due to bite the dust, because and you see the regional banks are just going down, and the most recent one is they just keep tanking, and there's no way out. So the banks are going down. I think it's a smart time to have various accounts in various banks if you don't already have that. And even though we don't give investment advice, I'm not an licensed financial advisor of any sort, but I think it's smart to consider what billionaires have been doing for a while. There's that TikTok that was everywhere at a time, a TikTok video with billionaire oh boy, Bill Ackman. Yeah, that's the name I was thinking. Bill Ackman saying he doesn't keep money in the banks, except very little amount just for bills. He's not keeping any money in any bank. So people like this understand what's going on. And I think we're going to see more bank failures. I think what they're doing is they're just trying to kind of keep things in a way that they're trying to control the panic. If you notice, the news about the bank that JP Morgan just bought over the weekend, that news came out on Saturday, and on Sunday they were looking for buyers, and by Monday it was already done. I mean, it's just trying to control panic when the markets are not open, right? So you don't have everyone like dumping stocks, and you don't have a bank run. It's what they're playing is a game, and I think it's time for smart people to see what these people are doing and be smarter. I mean, I'm here trying to like take advantage of what's going on right now, because when the pandemic was coming, I believed the government. I took what they were saying. I never thought they were going to shut down industries. I mean, shut down the nation, shut down the world. But they did. And I never thought that they would allow all those businesses just go down. Like my business. I had a business before the pandemic. But guess what? They did. They just literally allowed that to happen and told you, hey, you know, oh, we're going to give them money, we'll support you, blah, blah, blah. And I know you think that they did, but I know a ton of folks who never got no money. Because despite how the laws were written, that you will get money if you had a loss, I, for one, when it was time to get, go get your money, I know someone who couldn't get his money because, oh, you are not a U.S. citizen. He's like, but I'm here legally. I've been doing business legally. I've been paying my taxes. And the laws, I got the first 1,000. So why can't I get the balance? Oh, well, but we're not in control of that. We just know that we've been instructed not to issue payments to people who are not U.S. citizens. Okay, but how about the first 1,000 that I got? Well, I'm sorry, so that's the policy right now. You're right. Okay, and if you think, oh yeah, that serves him right, well, he's not American. Okay, what about the other guy that wrote me telling me that, hey, he tried to get his money and they said, oh, but your zip code is not in a region that we consider to have been very affected. That was not the law. Everyone saw it. The instructions or the guidelines were, if you had a loss of about how much is that? Anything less than if you lost over 30% of revenue from the previous year, which was 2019, in comparison to 2020, you were supposed to get some kind of support. So all these little things, I honestly never thought the US government could go ahead and lie like that, but they did. And I'm only bringing that up because it's important for people to take advantage of what's going on now, to realize that it could get worse. Not it could, it will. It certainly will get worse. Because anything they're saying right now is literally a lie. They're just trying to patch up, see how much more they can keep this economy on life support and make it look good. A friend of mine said something quite telling, that, hey, I thought we put sanctions on Russia for invading Ukraine. We weaponized the war reserve currency against Russia. So how come no Russian bank is failing? But we are having banks fail in the West, whether it be in Europe or it be in the States. And I'm like, oops, ouch. And that's kind of telling. Well, guys, so this is just to say, you have to be prepared for what is coming. What is coming is not going to be pretty. And thank you for riding with me as we look at the economy from a Dasher's perspective. And there are more videos on the channel. Please subscribe. please hit the notification button so you get notified of new content like this, and hopefully check out our other videos, and see you over there.